AnnyeongBuzz! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into everything K-pop, not just the headlines, but the heart behind them. Today, I've got something really exciting for you. We're talking about one of the fastest rising K-pop boy groups right now, CLUA, and their powerful comeback with their third mini album, BLACKOUT. But before you scroll away thinking this is just another comeback news story, stay with me, because this one's got ambition, growth, and a clear message that CLUA is here to break boundaries. And honestly, I think they just might. So let's get into it. CLUA, or as some fans lovingly call them, Close Your Eyes, burst onto the K-pop scene in April, and from day one they made it clear. They weren't here to blend in. Their debut statement said it all. We want to move you deeply even when you close your eyes and listen to our music. That's poetic, right? And they didn't just talk big, they delivered. Within 6 days of debuting, they snagged their first music show win. That's insanely rare for rookie groups. To top it off, their debut album sold over 310,000 copies, making it the 5th highest debut album sales among boy groups of all time. That's not just impressive, that's record-breaking rookie energy. And now they're back, this time with BLACKOUT, and according to the members, this comeback is all about shedding their boyish image and showing their growth. In their own words, growth that never stops. That phrase really stuck with me, because when you think about it, a lot of groups struggle with transitions. From the innocent debut vibe to a more mature, confident image, that's not always easy to pull off. But CLUA seems determined to make it happen. Member John Min-wook said something that caught my attention. We've prepared as best we can to show how much we've grown and broken through our limitations. That's not just a PR line. That sounds like someone who's pushing past fear, past pressure, and really wants to prove something. And as a fan of groups who constantly evolve, I respect that a lot. At their showcase for BLACKOUT, the group talked about how this new album carries the message of breaking boundaries and moving forward without limits. They've completely flipped their concept this time. Their earlier image was all about refreshing charm, you know, that bright, youthful energy. But now, they've gone darker, bolder, more intense. It's powerful choreography, sharp gazes, and that mature charisma that makes you go, wow, they've really leveled up. Member Jang Yo-jun even said, please look forward to the mature appearance of these grown-up literary youth. That phrase, literary youth, I think that's such a cool touch. It connects with their artistic image from their previous albums, but now it feels like those same literary boys have stepped into adulthood. So Kyungbae explained it perfectly. Like the title of our album BLACKOUT, we transformed to show we can do anything, anywhere, without limits. And that's exactly the vibe I got watching their performance clips. It's fearless. Now let's talk about the music. BLACKOUT has 2 title tracks, X and Isobi. Both of them show different sides of CLUA. X was written by John Min-wook himself, which I think adds a layer of authenticity to the track. Kenshin worked on the choreography, which according to him includes a sexy dance move that reveals the members' backs. That's a bold artistic choice, but it fits the confident concept they're going for. And get this, Ma Jingxiang, their Chinese member, hums X in a low voice as the song builds to its climax. That detail alone shows how much thought went into crafting the song's mood. It's like they really want listeners to experience every layer of the music, not just the surface. Then there's Sobi. Now before you assume the title means what you think it means, Seungbae clarified that it's actually from the English word sob, as in crying. He described it as a provocative song that says, I'm going to cry because I want to be like you. That's deep. It's emotional, but confident, almost like a mix of pain and power. And the performance? Intense. The choreography involves rapid formation changes, interactions with dancers, and charisma radiating through every move. Song Seong-ho even said he's really attached to the performance because it captures his essence. You can tell that this comeback means a lot to them personally. One of the most exciting parts about this comeback, though, is their collaboration with Kazakhstani DJ Imanbek. Yes, the Grammy Award-winning DJ. That's huge. Collaborating with an international artist of that caliber isn't just about exposure, it's about credibility. It shows that CLUA isn't just playing within K-pop's borders. They're reaching out, experimenting and blending global sounds into their identity. John Min-wook even mentioned he's learning how to DJ from Imanbek. Like, how cool is that? He said he wants to use the experience to create better musical opportunities in the future. I love that mindset. Learning, growing, evolving. It's exactly what sets groups apart long-term. The rest of the album continues that experimental vibe. There's Chic, which has this addictive, confident sound. The word chic repeats in the chorus, and Song Sung-ho described it as commanding. Then there's 2.0, which has a hip vibe and shows off their rap and vocal mix. I think that title alone, 2.0, kind of says it all. They're reinventing themselves. And Who's That is one of the more mysterious songs about chasing after something or someone, fascinating but unknown. So Kyungbae described it as dreamy and magical, and I love when K-pop groups dive into those ethereal concepts. It gives fans space to interpret and connect with the song emotionally. They also included an English version of X, which clearly shows they're thinking internationally. Kenshin even said they've been taking English lessons and have dreams of working in the US. That's a smart move. More and more K-pop groups are bridging that language gap, and CLUA seems ready to join that wave. And speaking of international appeal, Ma Jingxiang, their Chinese member, said something that really warmed my heart. I love Korea so much. I want to perform in every city in Korea. That kind of genuine affection for their home base is really nice to hear, especially from a foreign member. It reminds fans that K-pop isn't just about fame. It's about love for the craft, the country, and the fans who support it. Meanwhile, Kim Sung-min shared his dream of performing in his hometown, Jeonju. Those small dreams, those personal touches, that's what keeps idols grounded and relatable. And here's something interesting. Jang Yeojin and John Min-wook both said they hope CLUA will soon be known as First Place CLUA. They're even the MCs of Show Champion, so winning first place on that show would be symbolic for them. It's like coming full circle. They've already had incredible early success, but you can tell they still have so much hunger for more. Yeojin also mentioned how much love their first two albums received and how the group talked a lot about how to make this one even more impactful. That level of self-reflection in such a young group is impressive. It shows maturity, and that's exactly what Blackout seems to represent. Not just musical growth, but emotional and creative maturity. Another thing I noticed? Their teamwork. Yeojin said that being on stage now feels like all 7 of them are singing the same song and sharing the same emotion. That's synergy. And in K-pop, that connection among members can make or break a performance. When the chemistry is real, the audience feels it instantly. They wrapped up the showcase with sincere messages to fans. John Min-wook said he wanted to make a comeback as soon as possible because meeting fans non-stop since debut made him so happy. So Kyungbae promised to break through limits and run wild. Kenshin said he'll show a more mature side. And Song Sung-ho summed it all up by saying, "We worked really hard to prepare. We'll show you how much we've grown." Now let's pause here. I want to ask you, do you think CLUA is shaping up to be the next big K-pop powerhouse? They've got talent, ambition, and a distinct identity forming. But what really fascinates me is how intentional they are about growth. That's something not every rookie group prioritizes. Some focus on trends, others on visuals, but CLUA seems deeply invested in evolution. Personally, I think they're walking that fine line between artistic and commercial success really well. Their music feels thoughtful but accessible. Their performances have flair, but also emotional depth. And their teamwork? You can feel it. They're not just a group of individuals trying to shine. They're building something together. But of course, that's just my take. I'm really curious to hear what you think. Did Blackout live up to your expectations? Which track hit you the hardest? X, SOB, or maybe one of the B-sides like Chic or Who's That? And do you think this darker, more mature concept suits CLUA better than their earlier boyish image? Let's talk about it in the comments. I'll be reading them as always. And if you're new here, welcome to the AnnyeongBuzz family, where we don't just report K-pop news. We feel it, we discuss it, and we celebrate it together. So that's it for today's video. CLUA's Blackout is not just a comeback. It's a statement. A statement that they're here to stay, to grow, and to challenge what it means to be a K-pop boy group in this new generation. And I, for one, can't wait to see what they do next. Until next time, This is AnnyeongBuzz, signing off. Stay passionate, stay kind, and keep your eyes open, even when the music makes you want to close them.